It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see the veteran, Julio Jones. He's coming off a game where he had the hot hands, over 160 yards receiving. It's the Shamrocks and the Jags under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us across the Atlantic and along the River Liffey in the wonderful city of Dublin, Ireland. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Dublin Shamrocks. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at these Dubliners entering play here. They've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft in his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Quick throw on the slant, but that's behind his man and incomplete. But you look at this defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop. Held him to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent. So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of him. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
Well, he got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That's good for 28 yards. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
They'll look to throw here on first down. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. The numbers for Julio in last week's effort, comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Now, during that run, an injury here, we got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to throw. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Shamrocks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end and come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Luntz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. The numbers for Ridley a week ago, well north of 100 yards receiving. He was hard to stop. The only thing they did well defensively, they didn't allow him to get in the end zone.
And that's small comfort for them because he actually carved them up. I love his versatility. I love his route running. Ran the entire route tree. They hit him on deep shots, quick hitters, balls over the middle, balls to the sideline. He was everywhere.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Now he's forced out left.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But you look at this defense.
This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think they're there's any question, you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he's up to the 40-yard line.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Now 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
Lawrence going to throw again. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut him down on that attempt?
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
3rd and 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 22.
They'll look to Etienne to start things out.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
58 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
They've looked his way quite a bit, and in my estimation, as well they should.
Well, that's now 5 catches in this first half alone.
And he picks up another 1st down. He's been an important part of their offense here early.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 7-yard line.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field as we eat closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 41 yards. What a luxury to have have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Kamara up the middle. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad. I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
Lawrence. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence will throw.
And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up in great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
One more go for this offense in the 1st half. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Still going inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
McManus now for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 7.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. But this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Olave holds it in. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Back to throw again. Olave over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And
it's caught. Touchdown. From 4 yards out.
And the Shamrocks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So that drive, 12 plays in length. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side with Etienne.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Now Lawrence.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. Hook up of 15 yards there. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
On play action, Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. It's only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as they move the sticks again.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 17 yards out.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there? Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw.
He completes it to Olave. Down the right sideline.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Kamara. Touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Here's Lawrence to throw.
That's going to be caught by Kirk.
And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Lawrence to throw.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Jacksonville.
Lawrence will throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by McManus is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones will come now in motion right.
And they'll fake the jet sweep there and instead hand it Kamara.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
That's a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back to throw again. Olave over the middle. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
A 25-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw, Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this down to the 41. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll get that underneath ETN.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
ETN up the middle. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. He's made 2, he's missed 1. This time for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Jacksonville, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Dublin, they fall for the first time this season after 6 wins to start the campaign. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.